Today, your radio is gay. You're listening to Compete Radio.
Let it drop, make it rock, baby, I'm your boombox. Make me spin like a top. Turn me on and push, please shout it out from the rooftop. I wanna get in. Let it drop, make it rock, baby, I'm your boombox. I'm your boombox. Are you enjoying the ride?
Oh my God.
Bright lights, blue skies, moon roof, open wide, tune in. Homie, oh, I wouldn't lie when I say,
And welcome to the show. I'm your host, Josh Fourier, here with...
Jenny Conroy.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Joshy.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. So what's up?
Well, all right, last night.
Yes.
Or no, it was Thursday night.
Okay.
There was something a little strange going on in the valley. Do you recall what that was?
No.
E.T.
I have heard about this, yes.
E.T. came and gave us a visit.
I know. Kind of interesting. I thought they were calling it meteors, though. Are you sure?
I don't know. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trying to cover their butts.
Well, anyway, for those of you that don't know, it was this huge ball of like, well, not a dirty ball. It was a huge ball in the sky,
Yes.
intense, like bright. And what I saw was on it was ABC. They said that it was, or the only thing that it could possibly be was one of the satellites.
Okay.
It's
Like the junk falling out of the
crashing back to Earth, but they
Right.
said that that's not supposed to happen until a couple weeks from now.
sky. Oh.
So, they had no idea what it was. They said they called NASA, the military, everybody, nobody knows.
So it's unidentified. Unidentified.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but isn't it funny how UFO people automatically think aliens when it really is
Of
just
course.
you don't know what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, something else I don't know. Okay. There's a sport. It requires nothing more than holding a beer.
That sounds like my kind of sport.
Every-
No, kidding.
Every straight man's dream. right?
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
Really?
Seriously, that's it. It's called, let's see, this is a German word.
Here we go again.
Messkrustmemmen.
What the heck?
Messkrustmemmen. I did it.
Are you sure? What does it mean?
It's in Germany. It doesn't
Okay.
say what it means.
Oh, well,
It means holding a beer, and that's a sport.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. So it's popular in Germany. You know, the crazy Germans.
Yeah, so holding it, not drinking it?
Just holding it. They line up. They extend one arm parallel to the ground. They grip a 1-liter beer. They try not to spill. If you drop any, you're eliminated.
Can you take a sip?
I don't think so. I think you just have to stare at it.
Oh, okay.
Torture yourself as long as you can. But yeah, there's a picture of these
Athletes?
I would not say they look very athletic.
Right.
But,
But this is their sport. They drink beer.
yeah. So I am going somewhere with this.
Okay,
I
sorry, go
promise you.
ahead. Yes.
Even though this is popular in Germany, we have our own drama here about sports. What about poker, bowling,
Mm-hmm.
dancing? Do you think those are sports?
The bowling and the dancing, yes. Poker, I don't really see it as a sport per se.
Why?
It's not athletic. There's nothing athletic about it. With dancing, that's athletic.
What about golf?
Well, yeah, that would be athletic. You have to have some kind of muscles to be doing
You have
something
to
like that.
Swing
Yeah.
the club.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Be able to hit it far. Get it in the hole.
Oh God.
Come on, like you didn't know that was coming.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry. Anyway.
So
Yes, golf is definitely athletic as well. But poker, I mean,
but ESPN thinks it's a sport.
true, I guess, that they play it as a sport. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
So you're saying that ESPN is wrong for showing coverage of...
no, I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying that maybe that's what they find entertaining, and that's maybe their way of presenting it as a sport.
Well, Jenny, when you have an opinion on something, I wish you would stick to it. Because I actually agree with you. I think
Yeah.
ESPN is completely wrong for playing poker, or
Yeah.
showing poker on
Right.
their broadcast. It is not a sport.
I mean, I think there's a ton of other things they could be playing. So,
Maybe it's just a matter of opinion. Some people look at
Right.
sport as the athletic depths you have to go through to...
right. The
you know,
training of,
Other people look at it as competition. So
That is a good way to look at it. I see that, but I wouldn't. Poker is boring as all you know what to watch. So, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it could get exciting, but
poker?
no. Exciting when they're like going to lose, I guess, a lot of money or something. But I don't. It's not. There's nothing fast paced or, I don't think it's a sport. I'll stick to it. See, there you go. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Okay,
Thank you.
geez.
No, it's not a sport.
Well, everyone's allowed their opinion, but I just think,
Well, sure, but poker, you're playing cards.
I know. Maybe they're saying they're flexing their brain, and that's a muscle, so therefore it's a sport.
It's probably what you said, as dumb as that sounds. It's
Yeah.
probably more intelligent than their excuse. I like poker. I mean,
Right.
it's,
Sure.
it's okay. It's just not a sport.
Right.
I
I
don't know.
totally agree.
Okay, chain smoking.
Is that a sport?
You could compete, right? Is that a sport?
No, that's
Okay.
disgusting. But anyway,
Yeah. Well.
we've already had that discussion.
So what else is out there that people consider a sport that we don't think is a sport? And who are we to decide? Jenny,
Well,
with your opinions.
With my opinions, because I'm so strong in them, obviously. Gosh, I don't know what. I mean, there's a lot of things. Well, cheerleading has always been one thing where they'll say that's not a sport, but I mean, think of the athletic ability it does take to do that. So
Ooh, that gets complicated. It's like a sport within a sport.
Right.
So you have the cheerleaders who are doing their thing at
Right.
a football game.
right,
Ooh, that's ooh.
yeah. So does that make the band sport too?
Well, they are marching.
That is physical. I did it. I know it's physical.
They're blowing and beating and
Yeah.
marching. Yeah.
Wow.
I have to tell you, if you didn't listen last week, we talked about the Big 12
Yes,
and
we
stinking
did.
fish and hiking skirts.
Yes.
This was an actual story written by someone outside of this office, obviously. I can't tell you how many emails we got.
Are you serious?
People loved it. They were like, they wanted to know where we got the article
Oh,
from,
seriously?
since we referenced it.
That's
But yeah,
great.
so let's try to go back there, Jenny.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Always.
So other than UFOs and sports of holding beer, I wonder if they get to drink it when they're done.
Well, yeah, because they like their beer warm, don't they? They don't serve cold beer there.
It would be warm. That's right. That's disgusting.
I bet you they drink it. Of course they do.
He's eating larva.
Ew, wow. Why'd you have to go there?
Honey badger.
Honey badger don't care. Gross.
Takes what he wants.
Yeah.
No,
Ew.
that actually we got a lot on that too.
Really?
Yeah, your husband, his song that he did.
Yeah, that was. It was anonymous. Not anymore.
Oh God. Can we bleep that? No, we
no,
can't.
too
can
late.
we?
Yeah, let it be known. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
You two are two of a kind, both.
He's my best friend.
Exactly.
We saw the honey badger and we had to take it into our own hands.
And it went on for hours. It's like midnight, and he's like, "Ooh, listen to this one Josh sent," and I'm like, "I don't care
It's-
anymore. I want to go to bed."
It's still not over, is it?
No, I'm sure. I just told him enough. You guys do your thing.
So what else is going on in your life, Jenny? Any games? I saw your Facebook. You know what I'm asking about. I saw your Facebook post about the game.
About my
You said it
awful
wasn't.
Broncos.
You said it wasn't very exciting. I said,
I know.
Are any of them
And it's the
really that
Raiders.
exciting?
Yes, they're always exciting. Yes, no, my Broncos didn't do such a fabulous job. It was a flag fest, though. I mean, it was kind of ridiculous. Every play was flag. Every play. A penalty. That's a penalty, Joshua.
"Oh,
Yes.
with football."
Football. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, they take that cute little yellow flag out of his back pocket and he tosses it in the air. That's a penalty.
They were yellow flags.
No, the referee.
Oh, the umpire.
The guy in the stripes, yes.
I'm just screwing with
I
you.
know you are.
So your Broncos didn't win. Who are they playing?
They were playing the Raiders.
The Raiders. I should have watched.
I guess so. Janikowski had a great kick, though. I mean, he did tie, like Jason Elam, he's a famous Bronco, tied that kick. So 63 yards, I want to believe. It's one of the longest kicks. So
Ooh.
good for him, I guess. But he's still a Raider, and I still hate the Raiders.
Oh man, I want to take a break.
Okay, yeah, I'm overloading you on sports.
All these balls and
Yep,
beer
flags.
and yeah. All right. In the meantime, log on to CompeteRadio.com where you can find news on football, information, hot topics, and more. The 9/11 page is still up where you can donate to the Orphan Fund, which is the orphans from September 11th, 2001. We'll be right back in about 90 seconds. Thanks, Jenny.
You're welcome.
Stay with us.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Log on to CompeteRadio.com for news, information, hot topics, and more.
In a sky full of people, only some want to fly. Isn't that pretty?
Welcome back to the show. It is 12:12. Do you know where your children are?
Yes, I do.
I'm Josh Fourier here with.
Jenny Conroy.
Hi, Jenny Conroy.
Hi, Joshua.
What's going on with the NCAA?
I'm pretty impressed. They have adopted an official policy opening the door for transgender athletes.
You're impressed?
Yes, it's progress.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Why, what, they've opened the door for transgendered athletes, meaning they can play on the team?
Yes. Yes, they can. It said the policy works around two sticking points for many people, allowing trans female athletes to compete as women and allowing trans male athletes taking testosterone to compete against other men. That's pretty cool.
See, I don't like that idea at
You
all.
don't?
No.
Oh, why not? What's your opinion on that, Josh?
Well, Jenny, let me tell you, if there is a guy
Mm-hmm.
who wants to, no, let's do this the other way around. If there is a naturally born female,
Okay.
no, wait, yeah,
Okay.
I'm confused, all the gender
I
switching.
know.
Okay, if there's a naturally born female who wants to be a male,
Okay.
regardless of what is, going on as far as the body is concerned, with the hormones being taken or whatever, are they ever going to be up to the athletic par of a guy?
If they're not, they'll get cut. Then they don't get to play, do they?
All right, what
But
about
if they are, if they're up to the physical ability of it, then they make the team and they get to play.
what about the other way around? What about a guy, born a guy,
Yes.
becomes a female
Yes.
who is naturally stronger than everyone else on the team because of the genetic build of just being born a man?
Right.
How is that fair? And what about people that are genuinely, working their butts off to make the team, and now this guy that has become a lady comes along and is like, "Hey, I'm kicking all your asses."
Well, there are guidelines, of course. So a transgender male student athlete who has a medical exception for testosterone hormone therapy may compete on the men's team, but is no longer eligible to compete on a women's team without changing the team status to a mixed team. So, yes, I see your point in that, but if they're taking hormone therapy, I mean, obviously he's not. If he doesn't have the testosterone in his body, he's not going to be as strong as you strong males are, Josh.
Shut up! God, you're mean today.
Oh, I know I am a little bit.
What is
I
going
already
on,
discussed
Jenny?
this with you.
No,
yeah.
we're stopping the show right now. What is going on with you?
No.
Tell me.
Oh, I just had a little long day at work.
All right.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. I'm going there. Don't go there. Don't go there. I already just had the discussion with you.
I wasn't going to go there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I as far as let's just get back to this story.
Yes, let's get back to this.
You're
I
so
understand
mean
your.
today.
I know. I understand your point. I do see it, but I do see it as progress, just because. I mean, it's only fair. I mean, let them. This is how they're living their lives. This is what they've decided. I mean, if they can make the team, then fantastic. I don't think it's necessarily going to boot out female athletes or male athletes from, competing. So
But if the team is set up based on gender, which they are,
right. I could see where some people will find an issue with that, but I don't know. I mean, you got to give everybody a chance. That's the way I look at it.
well, then why not start? Why can't the NCAA start a transgender team?
There's not probably enough people, I would assume, out there to start full teams and leagues in the NCAA anyway. So that would be a problem. This is giving them the fair opportunity, I think. I mean, if they can make the cut, then fine. I don't think the male athletes are going to definitely outperform the female. I could see where that could be an issue, but give them the opportunity.
But isn't it just within human beings? Aren't guys generally just stronger than women, no matter what? Generally,
Yes, generally speaking. I suppose they are physically stronger.
Jenny, you are the exception.
No, not like I'm all buff and going to kick your butt, but yeah.
Well,
I might, but
I was going to say
today
yeah,
maybe.
you tried something. No, but
No, I do understand what you're saying, like physically. Like when it comes to like your policemen and your firefighters, I don't agree that the women's standards are lower than the men's. I think if the women can, get to that level and they can carry as much as those male firemen do, then fine, you can be a fireman. But I don't think it should be, you shouldn't get special treatment.
Okay, but that's what's happening with these transgendered individuals. Because let me give you this example. Let's say they're picking for the team.
Right.
It comes down to two people.
Right.
Which is a natural female,
Right.
which is qualified for the team.
Right.
She's athletic enough. She's fine. And this transgendered person.
Who was born originally male. Okay, so
So now the deciding factor is this natural female or the person that is performing better just because of genetics and original gender.
true.
So now this female is not going to get to be on the team because this person that was born with a natural advantage
Right.
has now trumped her. See, and that's where I think the problem is.
That's
because
true. It has to be at the coach's discretion, and then they're going to have to be really careful about that because that could open the door for some lawsuits, I'm sure. But, yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying. I think, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad idea to try, to implement and see how that goes. I can see that look.
I
get it. I know.
I have an issue with not transgendered individuals. Mm-hmm. I think that you should be able to be whoever you want to be, and it should be respected. My issue, as far as gender or sexuality.
Oh, sure. No, I'm...
Or religion,
yeah.
Politics, whatever.
Whatever.
I just don't understand why transgendered individuals are grouped into lesbian and gay individuals. I don't understand how that's the same.
Oh, you want to add the T.
Adding the T
Yes.
without the A.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I do understand what you're saying. I mean, I had a neighbor, actually, when I lived in North Hollywood, that Melissa, I used to call her Mel just to piss her off, because she was naturally born male, really good friend of mine. We used to rollerblade together. And she, I don't think she was stronger than I was, definitely. I think
so she was a he originally.
natural born male, and then got some nice boobs, and well, just to be honest with you, they were nice, but everywhere we would go, everyone was looking at her boobies. But anyway,
Was this in your college years, Jenny? Did you experiment?
No,
You're like,
not with Melissa. No,
I'm not really bi if you were born a man.
No. But I'm just saying, like when we would be out rollerblading and whatnot, I didn't feel like she was stronger than I was or quicker than I was. So I mean, I can see that there can be some individuals though that would actually fill a need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not all males are as strong as like you, Joshua. I mean, are you?
Why are you doing this to me?
Because you're disagreeing with me, so I have to give you a hard time.
Well, it's just that fear. It's like, what about the natural born, here's another possibility. Natural born man isn't good enough to be on an all-male team, goes to the lengths of saying, I'm going to change my gender so I can pursue my career.
Yeah, but do you really see that happening?
Yes. Do you see crazy things in the world every day? Yes.
Okay, I mean...
If you could make millions of dollars a year being on a pro team as a transgendered individual...
Us women do not make $1 million a year, unfortunately, doing anything, so...
Maybe not right now.
No.
Eventually.
Yeah. Yes, I could see that happening, possibly, but... I mean, I guess we'll get to that when the time comes, but I'm glad they're opening the door. I think it's fair.
Why am I thinking about Chaz through this whole story?
I know, that's so funny. I was just thinking that in my head, too.
About...
that's great that they're giving him the opportunity to dance, and I think it's opening a lot of people's eyes to it. So,
one thing that I heard on the radio, my alarm went off. Immediately I heard on the radio, and Dancing with the Stars is going to be right after 2.5 Men. Speaking of 2.5 Men. And I was like, that is the most awful thing you could... I mean, as soon as my alarm went off, that's the first thing
that
I
you
heard. And then I hit snooze, of course.
Of course, 10 times.
Yeah.
But anyway.
People are just ripping him apart. And I
know. It's just so mean-spirited. It's I've read comments on some of the articles and things, and I'm just thinking, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Like, can't you, put down your walls. Open your eyes. Be open and honest. Let people in. What's wrong? I mean, what are they afraid of? Are they afraid they're actually going to enjoy watching Chaz dance? Is that what they're afraid of? I mean, it's ridiculous. I've read articles on when they're saying, don't let your children watch this because otherwise they might become transgender.
Are you serious?
Yes, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. That is the most ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was a ridiculous article.
It's like the guy that wants to be on the female team.
Yes.
And to change his gender.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I mean, if that happens, I suppose. But I don't know. I think this is a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. So
Is it
I'm all for change and progression. Let's do this. Let's get this started. Let's make it fair. There'll be instances, I'm sure, Crazy Josh, but
I just don't think it's fair.
I'm sorry. Life's not fair. As I'm saying, be fair to everybody.
On that note, I say we take a break, Jenny.
Okay, please.
Why? You're not having fun?
I'm always having fun, please.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a break. We have more coming up after this. Log on to ComputeRadio.com. News, information, hot topics, and more. We'll be right back after this.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Last night DJ saved my life. Last night DJ saved my life. Yeah, yeah. And if it wasn't for the music, I don't know what I'd do. And it's up to the number to jump. Last night DJ saved my life. Last night DJ saved my life. Yeah, yeah. And if it wasn't for the music, I don't know what I'd do.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Josh Fourier. It is 12:27. Do you still know where your children are?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think that question's for you?
Because that's just weird.
Remember the news guy? Wasn't there a news guy that said that? It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Ew, that's creepy. Really?
Well, maybe I just said it creepy. He
I'm
didn't
all,
say
ew! That's a little creepy, Josh.
Why do you got to take it
Ew,
down?
if he said that. Oh, that's
No,
creepy.
it was the news guy.
Really?
Like,
For real?
Like, are you keeping track of your kids? It's 10 o'clock at night.
Oh,
Like, so they're not
Okay.
out causing trouble.
okay.
Well, you had to take it there.
Always.
God.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm full of it today. You're fine. I'll be nice to you. I'm trying.
Thank you.
I am being nice if,
Oh, yes.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am. Yes.
Pretty.
Pretty, happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about another brat.
I'm still breathing.
Yeah, you better keep breathing.
Another brat. You should love her. She's a big, butch, muscular, athletic, kick any guy's ass.
I did
lady.
love her until her little, but I guess we all have our bad moments, but Serena Williams and her mouth, I think she went a little too far.
We all have our bad moments.
We do. Everybody does.
Jenny, are you having a bad moment right now?
No, I'm having a very fine moment right now. Don't mess with me.
Wow, what was that? That was like Exorcist.
Yeah.
Don't mess with me.
Serena Williams.
Wow. See what he does? He picks on me. He picks and he picks and he picks.
You know that episode, remember Saturday Night Live with Chris Farley? Mm-hmm. They were dressed as the Gap Girls with Adam Sandler.
Oh, I
And
think I
he's
can
eating
see
the
that.
French
Yeah.
fries, and they're like, Don, Cindy, I thought you were on a diet. You go, way off me, I'm starving. That's what you reminded me of. Sorry.
That's okay. Chris
Okay.
Farley. I remind you of Chris Farley.
No, just
Oh, yeah.
your Exorcist voice.
See,
Linda
here
Blair.
we go. Okay.
Okay. Serena Williams.
Yes.
All right, so she lost.
Yes.
Yeah, badly.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Let's, for those of you that don't know, you're obviously living under a rock, but we'll play the video, the audio clip here, where, apparently after the, is this a ref? Do we call it a ref?
I think it's an umpire in tennis. Yeah.
Umpire?
I don't
See,
know
I
for
said
sure.
umpire earlier, I was
And I
wrong.
said no.
Okay.
Yeah, but you might be right. I don't know.
Well, I was talking-
I honestly don't know that much about tennis, so
I was talking about football.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever. I heard you the first time.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyway,
See, and you give me that little look because you know what you're doing.
the
Okay, move on. Play the clip.
the The umpire/ref. Maybe we can get a Facebook post. What is it?
Yeah.
Umpire or ref?
Okay.
Where's your Google?
I'll Google.
Okay.
I'll Google.
Anyway, the person that makes the decisions of the game, they gave the other player the point. Serena was very upset about it, and here is what she had to say.
Totally out of control. You're a hater, and you're unattractive and sorry. Who would do such a thing? And I never complained. Wow.
All right, so, Jenny, if you ever see me coming down the hall,
You better look the other way.
because you are unattractive inside, sugar. Oh, we're getting letters on that.
Yeah. Wow.
If you couldn't hear, she said, "Look the other way. You're unattractive."
Inside, yes.
Inside, if you see me coming down the hall, look the other way. You've done this to me before. She was very upset.
Yeah. Very emotional. Maybe she was having my kind of day. Anyway.
So what does that mean? Was this inappropriate of her to be upset about the call? She didn't get a let in that.
I think that it should have probably been a let where they, no one gets the point instead of giving the point to the other tennis player. But she was out of line, and she can't say that she wasn't. She yelled before the other, player had the opportunity to hit the ball back.
What did she yell? Come on, right?
Yeah.
Caca.
Yeah, Kaka, come on.
Yeah. So she shouldn't have been upset.
Not over the call. I mean, to give her the point, okay. And she was already losing. She was already having a bad day. So that's why she probably got a little over emotional. But I think she was totally out of line. You just got to learn when to bite your tongue.
So even if the ref or umpire,
It's the umpire, sorry. Oh, it's both. Oh, nice.
oh, our producer is telling us right now.
It's both.
Wow. So neither one of us were actually wrong.
Oh, fantastic. For
How can
once.
it be both?
Well, I think there's line judges and there's umpires.
Wait, let's get
see.
let's get him on here. Can our producer? Can you just tell us what's going on?
Yeah, come here.
Come here. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Don't be shy.
We're on the air.
Yeah, right here.
Hello. Wow. We're getting the hands.
The
no,
hand.
no, God, no.
Oh, God, no, I don't want
Okay, so apparently, thanks to our producer and Google.
The referee, who is usually located off the court, is the final authority about tennis rules. When called to the court by a player or team captain, the referee may overrule the umpire's decision if the tennis rules were violated,
What the hell?
but may not change the umpire's decision on a question of fact. So if, however, the referee is on court during play, the referee may overrule the umpire's decision.
So the umpire was sitting in the chair that initially made the call.
Right.
It's the referee that can then come in and say,
Yeah.
oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, no, you didn't. I don't agree with that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't go there.
Wow, that's kind of like your manager trumping your supervisor. That's dangerous
That's ugly.
territory.
Yeah. Been there, let me tell you.
Tell us, Jenny.
No.
Tell us all about it. Tell us about your long day at work.
Yeah, I work for people like that. Oh, shh, don't say that. What if someone says it?
I know.
I know, oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, whatever. They know it. I'm not shy. I'll tell you. Anyway, yes. so-
Jenny don't care.
No, not right now.
She takes what she wants.
Not really, but...
Uh-oh. Okay. We have some comments about Serena Williams.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. Well, this one is from Wallace. I was not preview to these before the show,
Okay.
so we're just going to wing it, as usual. Thanks to our producer, who is not going to.
Is refusing to speak.
God, what does that say about our producer? He won't even come on the mic.
Chicken.
God. He's flipping us off, Jenny.
No, he's flipping you off.
Oh, no, you got the other hand.
I did, that's true. It was a double flip, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
We just got flipped off on the air. I wonder how many people
Can we
around...
bleep that?
Well, I wish. I wish we could do a little more than bleep it. Maybe we'll do that during the commercial.
Okay.
Okay.
Honest.
Better
Teamwork.
run.
Teamwork.
Yep. All right, so back to the comments. Wallace. Wow, not so much a comment on the story, which is intelligent and pretty straight. Sorry. Ford. But a general rave for the blog itself, which I just happened upon by accident. That doesn't even make sense. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Being part of my regular reading. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, nice comment to pick there.
Take the next one there, Jenny.
Yeah, no, there's nothing good on the comments there. Nothing that I would
We
actually
have to read them.
Well, no, this is not even talking about Serena Williams. I don't care what this person has to say.
All right, well, there go the comments. Well, now what the hell are we going to talk about?
Well, no, okay, well, we can talk about the rest of the, U.S. Open.
Okay.
What the heck, man? I'm not going to say that guy's name. Javakovic? I don't know.
And Jenny Bombs.
Yes. It's okay. Everybody does. So you finish it then.
I can't. I don't know what we're doing. You've thrown me off track, Jenny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like you do to me every day?
All right.
I know. It's just one of those days.
I promise that was Excedrin.
Drink another Diet Coke.
I'm
Oh, I hope that was Excedrin.
working on it. All right. Tell me about it. God, please say something. Everyone around Phoenix right now is listening, and they're. I think we're getting flipped off from multiple
I
people.
think
right
we
now.
are right now, because,
Yes.
here we go again.
Yep.
It's
So
okay.
much fun.
I know.
It's the good times, though.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yes. We're annoying all of Phoenix. That's fantastic.
Here, we can pretend like we're NPR.
Why?
Well, hello and welcome to the show today.
Hold on.
It's that skit
Wow.
on SNL. It's all about the SNL today.
Do you think I stay up that late anymore?
It was an old one. It was old ones.
So I should know that? Is that what you're saying?
I can't say anything today.
No.
Wow.
I'm just teasing you. I was kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Yeah? How about let's talk about a hot football player on
All
my
right.
favorite team.
Twist my arm.
Yeah, on my favorite team.
Okay.
Eric Decker, voted hottest jock, has a big night in the Broncos opener. A big night.
Is this a real story? Are
I'm
you
not
really
kidding.
reading?
I'm not kidding. What the heck?
I was like, you're really trying to one up last week's show, aren't you?
No.
Okay. Tell me about it. No,
Okay.
tell me. No, I'm Big 12. Tell me.
We're not talking college here. It's NFL. So Eric Decker, he
That's
plays
football.
from the Denver Broncos. That's correct. He played for the University of Minnesota as well. He won the 2011 King of the Hardwood contest. That's hot.
Really? Where's the story?
What
Okay.
are you doing? Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It was the last one in my stack.
Of course it
papers.
was. I
Yeah.
probably put it there on purpose. I have to get you back somehow.
I don't know what I did to you. This whole segment has been freaking torture. You're punishing me, and I don't know why. All right, Eric Decker, tell me about him.
He's very nice looking. He won the King of the Hardwood contest this year. He was voted that too, and he actually even tweeted a thanks to his fans for voting him. His stripping photos didn't hurt his cause, is what everybody is saying.
His stripping photos?
Stripping photos.
As in taking off clothes?
I mean, there is a nice little picture there for you to look at.
And he did shine Monday night.
Yes, he did. He did very well.
23-20.
Yeah, I know. I just, ugh.
Lost to the Raiders.
I know. I don't care if it's 3 points or not. It makes me want to puke. Anyways, he had an awesome run. 90 yards.
90.
Punt return.
9-0.
Yeah.
As in, like 90.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Yeah.
He jumped into the sand so he could be groped. That's hot. What? And he also had 3 catches, I think, for like 53 yards.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think his punt was absolutely the highlight.
well, oh my God, yeah. I was screaming.
I'm sure you were.
I was screaming over the run.
Oh.
Come on, that was exciting. I was like, oh my
Eric.
God, rewind that. Eric, oh my God. No.
Gorgeous. See, while you're watching Eric Decker, I'm watching Rachel Zoe. So see, that's the difference. That's the disconnect.
No, that's the balance, Joshua. Look at it in a positive, not a negative. That's the balance.
There is nothing balanced with me in sports, Jenny. Don't try to be nice now.
I am your balance.
Yes.
There you
are.
go.
You
See,
totally
I'm not
are.
trying to be nice. I'm just speaking the truth.
All right, so
I love you. Don't forget that.
Is there a commercial in our future? Where's
No.
our producer? Is he
Sorry.
still flipping us off?
Yeah, exactly. No. No.
Pretty girl.
Yes, pretty.
Oh, thank
Fine.
God.
You could have a break.
Jesus, thank you.
I'll take some more Excedrin and then I'll be nice.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. Let's
Okay,
take
I'll pop a
break.
couple more pills and we'll be good.
Eric Decker is really gorgeous, though.
Oh no, let's just see if we can find some naked pics.
Jenny.
Oh, maybe we could hack into his phone. You know they
Compete
do that.
Radio is brought to you in part by
Here we go, girl. Come over. Here we go. Don't you wanna be the one tonight? You can do exactly what you like. Don't you wanna be just you and me? We can do it 'cause I'm naturally. Come on, turn it up. I'm serious. Never been more baby, I'm sure, but it's real. I'm stand here. Come on.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Josh
my.
Fournier, here with...
Jenny Conroy.
Yeah, and we have... I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking. Let's start over. She's going to cut me.
Maybe we should have opened with Controversy by Prince and the Revolution or something.
She
instead.
won't.
Yeah.
She won't even look at me. She won't.
I don't even know what happened, so.
He's just being grumpy today and he's blaming it on me.
And we have Alfonso Chavez. Alfonso,
Yay.
hi, welcome. How
Hello.
you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Are you fantastic?
Yes.
Well,
Well, you look
course you are.
fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I don't feel pretty, but thank you.
Still my words and everything.
Whatever. I just beat you to it.
Alfonso is joining us today because he has he has a story he'd like to tell us about. Once upon a time. Well, first of all, you were tipped off.
Yes, I was tipped off by a local reporter here in Phoenix by the name of Catherine Anaya.
Serene Branson.
What?
What?
Catherine Anaya.
Yeah.
I got the story from her, and yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Serene. Catherine.
Yes.
Catherine.
Catherine.
Thank you,
Anaya,
Catherine.
yes.
All right. What is this? What's going on?
Well,
Tell me.
First, I just want to point out that a few of us are alumni of Arizona State. Myself, Buddy. I'm not sure if Dave went to Arizona State, but
You sound very raspy today.
do I?
Did you have a hard night last night, Alfonso? What were you doing?
I was at home. Yeah.
Oh, God. You can't even put on a show for our audience.
Yeah, I couldn't even say I went to the gym. Then you could have insinuated that I was in the sauna or something, but I wasn't.
All right. So you were home.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, this is something that happened recently at Arizona State. One thing I want to mention is Arizona State is kind of doing this big image overhaul, really, with their. And I think it's probably going to translate to their entire sports programs, but it's been really big in football. And they have a particular uniform that's almost completely black.
Yeah.
It's brand new.
Yeah, and they switched from Sparky. You know, I was going to Arizona State when, Sparky was the thing. Now it's a pitchfork. They're doing this Fear the Fork thing. And at a recent game, they told all the students to wear all black.
Yeah.
Some teams do whatever color that
Like a
color
whiteout.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, they decided to do a blackout, and there were 4 white female students, who put black paint on and went to the game. And there's a Dr. Boyce Watkins of a website called Black Planet. I think it's .com. I'm sorry
.com.
for not having that information at my disposal. But he's...
It is blackplanet.com.
Yeah, he's alluding that these girls showed up in blackface. And when I first read it, I was kind of like, 4 girls between 18 and 22 who were born in the 90s, I'm sure know what blackface is, or the late 80s. And then I saw the pictures, and And I'm like, that's just not right.
They are pretty
So-
covered in black paint. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, keep in mind, Arizona State is the university that opted not to give President Obama an honorary doctorate when he came to the state.
It's because he's Democrat, not because he's black.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what everybody says,
Which-
but yes.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
right, damn
yeah.
it.
which
I would agree with you on that.
I was personally embarrassed about
Right.
when I found out that happened. Arizona also, I think it was in the 80s when Governor Meekum removed the Martin Luther King holiday, which was later reinstated by another governor.
Because they threatened to take the Super Bowl from us, didn't they? I think that was one of the factors, anyways.
Well, this was the same governor that used the word pickaninny. So,
Wow.
yeah,
What does that mean?
I don't know.
it's a very racially insensitive word. I'll
Yeah.
just
We
say
allowed to
that.
There you
say
go. That
that
was
on
a
the-
good way to
on-
say it.
Alfonso, can we say that?
Well, I just said the word, but I wasn't using it in reference to something. It's not as offensive as other words. out
Use your
there.
words, Alfonso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So the issue here is that these girls painted their bodies, including the face,
From
black.
head to toe.
right. Well, I don't know if they did head to toe, but I do know their faces were
Their
painted
arm-
black and their arms,
Their arms are.
and it really accents the black paint when you have blonde hair.
Yeah.
You know. So,
Do you think there was anything racial intended by this?
well, I can tell you, Dr. Boyce was very offended, and you know, if I'm guessing Dr. Boyce is probably 50, 60 years old plus.
Yeah.
So if I were him and I were his age, and if I were black, I'd probably be very, very offended, and understandably so.
Sure.
But for me, I'm neither black, I'm neither white. I have the luxury of being neither.
Yeah.
In this situation, I would say that.
You notice how Jenny and I are just very, very quiet right
Oh no!
now.
Yeah.
Oh no! I am a quarter Spanish,
No,
so
no,
you
I
know
know.
this.
I know.
Well, what I would say is that. I just lost it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, being neutral, on
a
either
neutral,
side.
a neutral skin color.
I could see why some people would give the girls a pass on it, and I could also see why somebody would be highly offended.
Sure.
Like I know I have some friends who are black, African American, whichever. Some people prefer one,
Prefer.
some people prefer the other. So I'm going to say both.
Yeah.
And I know one person in particular who would reply to this article with a resounding "Oh hell no!"
Yeah.
And
And I could see that, but I think with them being younger, I think they might be completely unaware.
Okay, well, let me say this in response to both of you. Okay. I don't think anything racial was intended by this at all.
Right.
They were told to come in black. They came really in all black. People do that kind of stuff all the time, no matter what
They
color.
went above and
I
beyond.
1,000%
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
Right.
Okay, but maybe instead of going to all these games, these younger ladies should go to class and research their country's history a little more and understand that any time a white person is putting black paint on their face, it's a bad thing.
Well, if they would have painted the fork or something on it, or accented with some
Yeah.
other colors,
The problem
it
isn't
might
that-
have had a different effect.
But the problem is that they had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
had no idea this would be
They
offensive
were
to
going
anybody.
above and beyond, and they thought they would be really cool to completely black out. They didn't look at it as a racial thing. I could almost probably tell you that.
No, I'm sure they
Yeah,
didn't.
exactly. They're just
And the
ignorant
crowd,
to the fact
the
that
crowd isn't standing around them horrified that these ladies are
well,
black paint either.
if me as somebody whose family's Mexican, if I went to another country and worked for some guy who wanted me to call him Sheriff Joe, I'd probably laugh at him because he doesn't know any better. I would choose not to be offended in that situation.
Right.
Right.
Now, if it were my boss here that wanted me to call him that would be another matter altogether.
Let me also say this is something that's just a United States thing. You can go to Australia; it's humorous there. The blackface, the actual blackface thing, is humorous. I forget his name. Of course, I do. There was a joke made. An American actor was a guest star on the show. There was the skit where these three people came out in blackface, and everybody loved it. They thought it was funny. The actor was like, "In our country, though, we choose, not to do that for obvious reasons."
Right.
So,
Well, there's a whole other history that goes along with that. I mean, there was probably a time now I'm going to be called for not knowing my history, but I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It probably had to do with the fact that they chose white actors wearing black makeup instead of black actors in movies, and a lot of people just saw it as making fun of somebody because it was so ridiculous.
Right.
The way their faces were painted and the lips were huge, and if I were I would be offended on that end.
Right.
But the girls, Arizona's where in education? 48, 49.
There you
we
go.
We got a break.
That's exactly right.
We got a break. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us. Let's talk about it more. We'll be right back.
I'm burning up for your love. I'm burning up for your love. I'm burning up for your love. For your Girl talk.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Josh Fourier, here with...
Jenny Conroy.
Hi,
And
Jenny Conroy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm better.
You're better.
Yes.
Okay.
How are you, Alfonso?
Oh my God, you guys are like so happy to see each other.
I know. Well, I'm trying to be nice.
You are sitting close to each other, I
Yeah.
understand.
Oh my goodness. Is this show over yet?
No, don't say that. Not nice.
You look so offended.
Yeah.
All right. If you just joined us, we're talking about an incident that happened at one of the games at Arizona State where 3 students, they were students, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They,
Four students, I'm sorry.
4 students. Everyone was told to come in all black because of the whole blackout thing. 4 students came, literally in all black. They painted their skin, wearing black clothes. They were blacked out to the max. Well, we have Dr. Boyce Watkins, who's a professor at Syracuse University, founder of Your Black World Coalition. He is very upset in his article that these college students would be so racist as to paint their faces black. Otherwise known
I would
as-
love to talk to these girls and just get their opinion, just to see where they're from, why they didn't understand that might be, and if anybody said anything to them at the game. If they got some comments or...
Well, if I were them, and I'm guessing they do. At least I'm hoping they do.
Right.
I'm hoping somebody tells them about this story and they feel awful about it.
Right.
And I'm guessing they probably do, because anybody who's in a situation where they do something and they don't know it's that offensive to somebody,
Right.
when they are informed of it, like me, I would feel absolutely horrible.
Exactly. Not
And-
being aware and do something stupid like that. You just,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am so embarrassed. My ignorance,
Humiliation,
Yeah.
embarrassment.
Is there maybe not I'm playing devil's advocate here. Is there maybe not a point in time in our lives where we have to detach from this constant race card thing that we're all playing? Is there not a point in our lives where we can say, it's obvious they weren't trying to be racist. They were
Yeah.
blacked out. Their arms were painted. Their neck was painted. Their face was painted. Their
Well-
face wasn't painted all ridiculous. It was just painted black.
Right.
Isn't there a point in time where, as a society, we have to detach from the racism and just accept the fact that they weren't trying to be racist? It
Right.
was just a creative thing they were doing.
unless they were making racial comments and
Well-
being rude. Yeah.
Right.
I think perspective is a major factor here, because I'm assuming Dr. Boyce was alive to experience segregation.
Right.
And I'm sure he saw that. It's one thing to hear about, somebody who is only able to get a job cleaning somebody's house or working outside, or somebody having to use a different restroom or not be able to go to certain restaurants.
Right.
And to actually, it's one thing to hear about it, it's another to be the person that actually experienced that.
Well,
No, and it's generational. I really think it
It
is.
is generational. I believe
hold
that
on
too.
a second. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, Dr. Boyce Watkins may have gone through that.
Right.
I may be a white male, but I can still claim the minority card all I want to because I'm gay.
Yeah.
I can't get married. I could walk around with this horrible attitude all the time and looking for anything I can to play the gay card if I want. I don't live my life that way. I mean, black people, there's so much that they went through in progression. And still more that everyone has to go through. I think, no matter what your race, as a society, I think in whole, that's what we have to go through. But his name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, founder of Your Black World, writing on Black Planet. Excuse me, but this is a little racist to me.
Right. Like a little reverse racism, I should say.
You are so, even BET, Black Entertainment Television, Black Pride, all of this stuff, this guy is obviously very attached to his race and his culture, which I understand that, but there's something about this black doctor who has created Your Black World Coalition and is writing on Black Planet, where their tagline is, "The world is you." There's something about that where I think maybe the racism is coming from both ends. I think this guy is walking around looking for any and everything he can so he can write another story. And I disagree with that, because I think, in these girls' defense, I think it was stupid what they did. I would never do it. As a white person, I would never put black paint on my face.
Well, they were going for the game, though. I mean, they were trying to cheer on their team.
But
I don't think,
it almost looks like Dr. Watkins was looking for something to write about, and he's picking on these girls about it. They weren't being racist.
Yeah, I'm
intentionally.
You have to understand the point of view of somebody who may feel like they're carrying this weight on their back still.
You're carrying the weight on your back?
Well, what I was going to say is
Alfonso, you're a gay Hispanic.
Well, I'm Hispanic. I know what happened with, farmers and the Cesar Chavez stuff and, working in the fields with short hose that messed up people's back. I know about that. But
Jenny, you're a female. You're discriminated against just because of your gender. We all have these weights on our back. Nobody is walking around with this free spirit like my world is perfect. Everyone has these obstacles they have to go through. But you're sitting there and you're playing this race card or the gay card or the gender card. What do you expect to happen with your life if that is what you're focusing on?
Well, one thing I did want to get to is,
how about you answer my question?
Well, this is where I was going to go with it. Is I think there's a responsibility on the part of maybe the people who are being offended to educate people, because maybe these girls hadn't. I'm guessing these girls had no idea.
Right.
I'm hoping they didn't.
It's like they need to, if they didn't have maybe a black girlfriend that could have pulled them aside and said, "You guys,
I bet the
not appropriate."
Or maybe they don't know any. Maybe they're.
You know what? I grew up in a small town. We didn't have a lot of people around us that could have told me that.
The other thing I want to mention is, where would don't wear blackface, by the way, come up in in you're being raised by your parents. I know that's offensive, because ever since I was a kid, I was into reading stuff and finding things out on my own, and that's how I came across it. And
Alfonso, I don't mean to interrupt, but can you take this opportunity on the air to tell the general public why blackface is offensive?
Well, blackface was something that was worn by white actors in the early 19th century. That's actually where I saw it. I think it probably happened before that. And it was something where, black people, this is probably the most inaccurate description of it. I'm gonna be straightforward with that right now, and I really do apologize that we don't have someone who's black or African American on our panel at this moment. That it basically portrayed them in a really offensive way.
Yeah.
And it really made caricatures of people. It made of black people and really made fun of their features, really exaggerated the way they looked, and the way it really exaggerated the way they were perceived by white people.
Right. I've actually read up on it, because I didn't know about it until my mid-20s, a few years ago. Yesterday. No, I didn't know about it. I read up on it, and you're completely accurate.
Sorry, my eyes bulging out was because I was just picturing the first time I saw a reference to Porgy and Bess with white actors in blackface, and just thinking, I can't believe people did that.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Yeah. But see, and that was then, and it was obvious. I mean, you all you have to do is look at it, and you're like, holy crap, that's offensive. Right?
Yeah,
it was almost
totally.
intentional for it to be offensive, so it was almost funny, right?
Well, it was funny for
For white people.
certain people. Well, maybe not just them. You know,
It was funny for anyone that wasn't black.
right.
Because I don't think anyone that was black would be laughing at that. But you're looking at that, and you're referencing 19th century, which is when, it may have been
So,
before.
early 20th century, also.
Yeah. All right, but why are we still hanging on to that? My thing is, why can't we move on? Why can't we become better as people? Why do we have to hang on and play these cards and live our lives that way?
Yeah,
I agree.
you-
I do. I think that's why we're stuck in this is because we can't progress. It's people are still holding on to the past. We have to kind of. I mean, yes, you cannot forget history, obviously, because that's ignorant as well. But we have to kind of come together and move forward. Otherwise, we're never going to get anywhere. So.
And I'm not black, so I can't speak for a black person.
Same here.
Right,
I'm going
neither.
to say that
Yeah,
right away.
yeah.
But, my views are not just on race issues. My views are across the board. I think gay pride parade is absolutely ridiculous. Try finding another gay guy that feels that way. I am not biased whenever it comes to my
You're not
beliefs.
the only gay guy that feels that way. I
Well,
promise.
I'm
you.
saying I'm not the majority here.
Yeah.
But, this whole gay pride stuff, the whole black pride stuff, I think it's all ridiculous. I think it's good to be proud of who you are as an individual, but to sit there and have a national holiday because of that is absolutely absurd. And that's across the board for me.
Well, I think the whole pride thing goes back to we're not going to take what we're not going to put up with what we've had to put up with anymore, and that's
No.
really what that's about.
You know what? If it was about that, then I'd be proud to
Yeah.
go. But
And-
now it's a freak show, and it's not.
And
No, I
it
agree.
hurts more than it helps.
It absolutely does,
Yeah.
and it is not something that I just don't understand why gay people tolerate gay pride as openly as they do.
I don't know. I think there may be some people in other parts of the country, maybe in rural areas, that's really their only chance to interact with other gay people or to be a part of the community.
Well,
so
then that is very, very unfortunate
I
for them.
do want to get back to this, though.
I just wanted to make a point because
no,
I
I understand.
Being a white person, people will jump on you the first chance they can to call you a racist. I just want to make it clear: it's not a race issue; it's across the board. I look at that way about I'm a gay guy, and I look at that way about the gay community. So
Yeah.
it's not a race thing.
I do think there is a major opportunity here. One, to point out the extreme low quality of education in Arizona, where it's so bad the state created its own education test instead of what we used in the past, which was based in another state.
Isn't that absurd?
so that our education level would look better, whatever. But I think this is a real great opportunity for Arizona State University to explain why blackface would be offensive.
Right.
I don't know that I would punish them because
No.
how is it your fault you don't? Well,
Right.
I don't know. There are some cases where it's your fault you don't know
Exactly.
something. But I think this is one thing where
Ignorance is
how
no
would-
excuse for the
right.
law.
But it's
That's
like
true.
how would this have come up in a white family's conversation? This is.
But they weren't doing that.
Yeah, I
something
can tell you
that's
that we
kind of-
never had this conversation growing
Yeah.
up. I didn't know anything about it.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, these girls, you can look at the picture. Yes, they put black paint on a white face. That is bad. You don't do that. But at the same time, they weren't making the absurd features and trying to be racial about it. They
Yeah.
were literally just.
I do think it's a good opportunity to tell people maybe Arizona State didn't, the sports department, whoever, didn't think that white students would put on black makeup, and now they may want to let their students know.
Don't do it.
Do that. Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. Well, and I think it doesn't help that we're in the state of Arizona where we have so many racial tensions,
Yeah.
and laws that
Making
people don't
national
agree
news
with. Yes,
about our
making
politics.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these white girls should have put on yellow makeup because that wouldn't be offensive at all.
They would have looked like they had liver disease.
Well, I mean, the colors are maroon and gold.
Maroon and
so-
gold,
Can
yeah.
you just
so,
laugh
yeah.
at my joke and
I
let
did.
me have it? Let me have my joke.
I thought, well, I thought it might be offensive for other people because people call Asians yellow, so
Yeah.
maybe that would have been offensive.
I have to
Right.
say this too. I did get an email about my impressions I do on the show, saying "Sugar, let me do that, sugar." Let me just say, first of all, I'm not trying to imitate a black person by doing that. I never have.
You
and I
sound like
never
a
will.
Louisiana Southerner,
I am talking like a Southerner.
like a Cajun, actually.
I don't care
Oh.
what color you were.
Cajun person.
I don't care what color you were. Whenever I was growing up, that's how everybody talked. And if black people talk that way too, that's great. But that's not what I'm trying to do.
No,
So-
honestly, you sound Cajun if you ask me. You really do.
see, I'm half French Cajun, and half
redneck?
Italian. I'm not redneck.
Yeah, French Cajun is much less offensive than French. So.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I think you're being racist.
I'm being offensive, actually. No.
Racist.
Oh, please.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. No, I think it's I feel bad for the girls because I really don't think there was any harm intended by
I
what they
think
did.
this guy has a chip on his shoulder a little
Well,
bit.
one of the other things he did say here that I didn't want to mention, let me find it. He said something along the lines of, one has to laugh at the irony that a school with students showing up to a game in blackface also happens to be highly dependent upon African Americans to run and jump, thus bringing millions to the university in revenue each year.
See, and I'm glad you read that quote because I was going to read that one, and I'm so glad you did. Thank you, because that is just showing you right there that he's bitter.
Yeah, there's definitely something in there.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Leave us your comments. Log on to CompeteRadio.com. You can jump over to our Facebook page from there. That is CompeteRadio.com. You can find news, information, hot topics, show archives with the fabulous Jenny Conroy, and more. Let's take a break. Thank you for being here, Alfonso.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Compete Radio.
Everybody want to dance now.
Oh.
What is the point in living if you don't want to dance?
Exactly.
I'm Josh Fourier.
I'm Jenny Conroy.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Josh.
It is 1:20.
Yay.
All right, so we were back in the day when we had a different co-host for myself.
Mm-hmm.
We were promoting the Gay World Series quite heavily, and I thought I would tell everyone what happened.
Yes, let's hear about it.
Because everybody's on the edge of their seats wanting to know.
And wondering why we haven't talked about it yet.
So shortly after the champagne stopped spraying, the tears started flowing.
Aww.
Joe Peltier, who was outfield and catcher, also coaches the Boston Alligators in the B Division. He's been playing in the Gay Softball World Series since 1984, when I was born.
Oh my God.
I know, ancient, right?
Shut up.
And on September 3rd, he became a two-time champion when the final out was registered in suburban Chicago at the 35th edition of the International Tournament, hosted by the North American Gay Amateur Athletic Alliance, otherwise known as NAGA.
Naga.
N-A-G-A-A-A.
I like it.
Now, the Gators defeated the Knoxville Cyclones 9-3 in the championship game, which was Peltier's first title since an A-Division win in Los Angeles in 1992 while he played for the Boston Fritz. France.
I knew that was coming.
Of course you did. All right, so there we go.
Yay.
Gay
Well,
World
congratulations, guys.
Gay Softball World Series. I'd like to talk about West Virginia because even old ladies spit there, don't they, Jenny?
Oh, my good God. Yes, they do, apparently.
Another day, another affecting tale of the pristine image of fans at West Virginia University, at least according to Maryland lineman A.J. Francis, who informed the Washington Post of how deeply his family's roots in the mountain stage go before he then shared his heartwarming little story. Jenny, please, you have a heartwarming voice.
Really.
Give it to us, Jenny.
An old lady spit on me last year.
You're not putting passion into this.
That's passionate. Okay. Me and Ian Davidson were walking out of the tunnel, coming out for the game. She had to be every bit 85 years old. Old lady said, "Hey!" Ian was in front of me. He turns around and bumps me, so I turn around. As we both turn around, old lady gives us the finger and spits at us.
Like our producer.
Well, I'm not 85, but she is like 85 years old. She was a white lady with short gray hair. She looked like she probably had 15 great grandkids. I was amazed. I couldn't believe somebody's great grandmother just spit on me.
Oh, yes.
What the heck?
That's more like it.
I mean, what is that all about? Who does that? I think I'm going to be that crazy old lady, though.
I was, I'm glad you said that because
You were going there. I know
Yeah,
you were
you got
going
me.
there. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see myself being a little emotional about my sports by the time I'm 85.
maybe she was trying to say something and got excited, and with her dentures, it was just like, where's the spit?
I have a feeling she hawked the loogie.
Could you just see an 85-year-old lady hawking a loogie?
No, but yes.
Oh, yes, I can.
Yes, actually I can. I know a few old ladies, little LOLs as we like to call them.
LOL, how cute.
Isn't that funny? Little old lady.
Yeah. Like laugh out loud. but-
Yep. I know. At first, that's when I first heard it. I was like, laugh out loud. What are they talking about? I went, oh, little old lady. That's a good way to say that. Look at the LOL. She's
Yeah.
nasty. She spit on me.
Well, I have to say, this sort of thing would never happen in Arizona.
No, never. Never. No.
And
That
don't-
little old lady would have black paint all over her face.
See, now that
sorry.
would be totally different because you know that
She knows better. Yes. Because she's 85. She should know better. Yes. But
Jenny, I can't
18-year-old
believe you
girls.
said
I
that.
know.
Oh my
that was really inflammatory. I apologize.
Feisty.
Feisty. I am a little feisty, but I feel better and you feel feistier.
Yeah, you gave me your
I know.
your venom. All right. So,
Okay. Yes.
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 Move on. Let's go.
Where are you going?
Where are you going? What do you want to talk about?
I'm going to talk about Derek Fisher.
Okay. Let's talk about Derek Fisher.
Okay.
Okay. NBA. Leather lockout, huh?
Leather lockout.
Another. I didn't say leather. Wow.
gonna say, sounds
Where
like my-
is your? Oh,
sounds
I
like my
remember.
weekends.
Wait, it does because I remember a story specifically that you once told me.
Jenny, we don't talk about our personal lives on the
No,
air.
I didn't say a word. Really? Because you've asked. You asked me
Stop
about
it.
my personal life. Why can't I ask you about yours?
That's different.
Why? Because I'm not gay? That's racist.
It's different because when you're growing up, you're finding out who you are, and that was part of the process. Anyway,
What does that have to do with what we were just talking about when we were growing up?
You're talking about personal stories.
And I'm talking about your personal life.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
So
your- that's
what? A
long-
few years ago,
that
you
was-
were growing up then?
Before the NBA's Owners and Players Union returned to their respective corners on Thursday, the owners in Dallas, the players in Las Vegas, to regroup following Tuesday's negotiating session that ended with the lockout. It's still very much intact. Union President Derek Fisher sent out an email to his colleagues asking for solidarity.
The email was first printed by SI.com, challenges the faction of player agents who wish to decertify the union, and it also hints that there may be some division growing between the league's 29 owners.
I have a quote from Fisher, and he says the most recent meetings in New York were effective. He goes on to say what you have been told by your agents, representatives, and the media is probably speculative and inaccurate. Very interesting.
Exactly. The NBA owners have locked out the players, and little progress has been made in the negotiation. God, I am having a rough time
Oh,
in the
Lord.
negotiations. Yes, I need coffee.
You could try asking the producer to go grab you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I might get the bird.
I
So
don't think that's going to happen.
yeah, no.
So,
Anyway, let's move on.
First,
Okay.
it was the NFL. They had
Yes.
their lockout. Now, NBA, they have their lockout. It sounds like there's progress, maybe?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't. It doesn't. I
Well,
don't.
screw it all.
Yeah, you know what? They'll
It's
take
never
it
gonna
down till very last minute, as usual. And
Yeah.
let's hope that they figure this out, because really, I mean, I'm so sick of this. I mean, I just play. Let's play. Let's have fun. Why does everyone want more money? I mean,
Well,
I get it, but
if the owners were if they were considering coming off their demand for the salary freeze, and they would, allow the players' future earnings to be tied into the league's revenue growth, then that would be a critical point for players.
Mm-hmm.
The owners were also willing to allow the players to maintain their current salaries without rollbacks. This is all about money again. So again, ultimately, the fans are being punished because they can't figure themselves out with this financial situation.
right.
I just think it's really odd. I had asked you this before, if you thought the NFL lockout had anything to do with the recession. You said no. But NFL, NBA, both these leagues now are having these lockouts. It's all about the money. Mm-hmm. Are you sure that the change in the economy hasn't affected their views on what they think they should be making?
Well, if it has, then they should be taking pay cuts.
If anything, right?
If anything. I
Yeah.
mean, it's ridiculous how much they're paid as it is. If anything, there should be salary caps for whatever. For everybody in the entire NBA can only make $500,000 a year. And all that extra money that gets put into the sport can be distributed to the schools or something nice like that. Pretty.
Sounds like a very liberal thing of you to
I
say,
know.
Jimmy. Spreading the wealth
Yes.
live on KPHX.
Wow.
Are you just saying that because you're on a progressive
No,
station?
not at all. I mean, I have liberal moments, I guess is a good way to put it.
No, I don't think it's so much liberal as
Yeah.
it's just fair. It
Well,
really
it's
is.
fair. I mean, I'm not asking you to work harder and give your money away. I'm asking, let's be not ridiculous. I mean, how many tens of millions of dollars do you need a year?
Yeah. Well, a lot of those people will put their money into trust and give it to their grandkids,
Exactly.
grandkids, and have their whole family for several generations secure in life. And
And those humans are the most responsible ones on our planet. In my
Sarcasm-
experience. I'm sorry,
sarcasm,
yeah.
yes.
And that's in my experience. I'm not saying everybody on a trust fund is a brat, but it means some people, you're enabling them to do nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
let them earn their way.
well, I understand both sides of it.
Sure.
One side is I want to give security. I want to know that future generations in my family are safe and protected and have money and never have to worry about it. On the other hand, where's the struggle?
Right.
Where do you go through as an adult saying I have to take care of myself because nobody else is going to? They don't have that. They have the luxury of
Yes.
having basically unlimited funds. Really, whatever they need, it will be taken care of.
Well, and some people might say they're entitled to that because of their extraordinary athletic abilities, but I just,
Well, it goes back to that debate of why are teachers making what is it now, $24,000
oh my
a year?
God, something ridiculous, yeah.
Why are teachers who have to put up with little brats all day making
Hey
20
now.
Well,
Oh,
You've
I
seen-
could not do their job. I'll tell you that right now. There's no way.
We're not talking about your children; they're
No.
angels.
No, I would go that far, but yes.
Most children
Yes.
are brats, and to have to put up with them Monday
Well,
through Friday, 8 hours a day.
Yeah, and their classrooms now are over 30 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, how do you keep control of that room?
Yeah.
These people should be making more money. I mean, there should be a way to fund this a little bit better. I mean, isn't education the key? And that's what somebody else was, the ignorance in our society.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe, yeah,
think I
I'm not
said
going to
that.
go there. I won't go there. Never mind.
please go there.
No, go ahead.
No, really? This
No.
show is about opening your heart and giving your opinions and how you feel. Believe me, I say things that are not popular at all.
Yeah,
But-
we all do, because that's a part of having an opinion, though. So,
And there will be people out there that agree with you no matter what you say.
well, I don't know about that, but
There will.
there's some.
There
yes.
were. If you feel the way you do about it, then there's other people that do too.
Right, and some people just aren't confrontational and don't want to discuss it. So,
Mm-hmm. Like our producer.
did you see that sideways glance?
I did. And again.
And again,
Getting,
yes.
Getting the finger again.
Fantastic.
I have been flipped off more on this show than I have in the past 5 years in this city. And that's been a lot. Yeah.
Maybe because of the way you drive.
Well, naturally. Can I read these comments?
Please,
Or
yes.
Can
Move
I?
on, please. I would love it if you would read.
are
the
we
comments.
reading comments now? We're allowed to?
Knock yourself out.
Okay. This one comes from Sportin' Life. Just read an article today about how much men's testosterone levels drop after they have fathered children. Wow.
What?
Really? More so, the more time they spend more.
I'm sorry, I passed that along to you too.
Yeah. More so, the more time they spend taking care of children. The researchers speculate. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what you're reading.
It's evolution. Wow, look what you've done.
I know. I'm sorry.
You have ruined this. It's beneficial because it induces the male to nurture current children rather than. How does this have anything to do with?
Oh my.
Those were the comments to the last story.
Yes.
Well, this show, we've just, yeah.
Josh is disappointed.
I
Yeah.
have disappointed the entire valley. They are like,
Maybe they'll find our ignorance funny.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
eh,
yeah, tell us this isn't a live show.
yeah.
All right. I don't know. What do you think about the lockouts, Jenny?
I don't like them. I think it's a waste of time.
Oh my God, I just had a revelation. Our producer is doing this to us.
Oh,
This is intentional.
it is.
Yes.
It's the flip off vibe. Maybe.
All right. Well, let's be professionals and take this into our own hands.
Okay.
Screw the producer. I'm sure you will later, Jenny.
Oh! Wow. And you would like to, Josh. Or, well,
Wow.
never mind.
Really? Really? Jenny? What do you think about the lockouts, Jenny?
Yeah. I don't like them. I just don't like them. I don't like them.
Thank you for that in-depth review.
Well, I
on
mean, it's a disappointment to think if really we're not gonna get to go to any basketball games this year. That sucks. I mean,
yeah, but they won't let that happen.
no, I'm sure there's too much money on the line because money is the factor. They'll look at their stuff together. Ooh,
Ooh,
that's close.
Is it the players? Is it the executives? Is it the management, the owners? Who is causing the problems?
Well, I think all of them are involved. I mean, I don't think you can blame any one party, obviously. I mean, the players want more money, and so do the owners.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, they're having issues with the referees now, too. They want more money, too.
Yeah. When does the madness end?
I know. It's like, can't we all just get along? Come on. I don't want to. Let's not fight about this. Let's play sports. Let's enjoy this. I
Yeah,
want
let's
to
see
see
some
some
basketball.
basketball. I'm taking you to a game this year, by the way. You
Hell
better be
yeah,
ready.
let's go.
Yeah, let's go. It's so much fun.
I'm so, having a beer. A beer watching the game is the best thing ever.
I think so, too.
Right on. All right. I think we should take a break.
I think you're right. We need a break.
Yeah. Need more than a break. How about that coffee?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Not going to happen, is it?
No, not yet.
He's just sitting there looking at us. I still see him.
I know.
Well, this is what happens when a producer screws with the host of the show. This is the end result. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Compete Radio.
I have one thing to say. You better work.
I have
Hey.
one thing to say.
I love that song.
You better work.
I love that song.
Well, speaking of working,
Yes.
Fresno State football players are tied to welfare fraud.
Oh, well, fabulous.
Help me through this show.
No.
Oh,
Stop. You're not being nice.
oh, don't cry.
Keep talking. Oh, I don't cry over that. So let's hear about this welfare fraud.
As many as 24 football players from Fresno State University have
I'm sorry. It's so my fault.
have been implicated in a welfare fraud investigation involving County Department of Social Services underworker Michael Martin, who's 51, who's accused of filing for false benefits. This is like people's court.
Mm-hmm.
False benefits for them and others. The allegations involve members of the 2010 squad, and many more are on the teams this year. In a statement, the school said violations of the code of conduct did occur, and punitive actions have been levied upon current student athletes. Thank you, Associated Press.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go point for point what has happened. The Ravens coach has been suspended.
Really?
Why, yes, Jenny.
The offensive line coach, to be exact, Andy Moeller,
Mhm.
for 2 games.
He's 47.
He is 47 for 2 games.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Violating the league's personal conduct policy and fined him $47,000. Wow, that's more than Serena had to pay for her little outburst.
Yeah, well, he was also found guilty for driving while impaired
By alcohol.
last spring.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting.
Saints Colston is sidelined. New Orleans receiver Marquez?
Yeah.
That's like the white way to say it.
You're going to go there?
Well, is it Marquez or Marquez?
I think Marquez.
Marquez.
That would be
It
my
is.
guess. But
It's like the white boy way to say it.
I know. Well,
Can't say it.
I'm a white girl. I'm going to say it just like you do.
All right.
Anyways, he could miss about 4 weeks with a broken collarbone.
It's about detaching from our past and just laughing.
Exactly.
It's okay.
I know, it's okay.
I'm gay. I can say that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
New Orleans receiver Marquez Colston. He could miss about 4 weeks with a broken collarbone. Colston's final catch Thursday was a diving grab in the waning seconds. I thought it said winning. The waning seconds.
Yeah.
In which he landed hard on his right shoulder. So,
Ouch.
yeah, I hope he gets better soon.
Me too.
Greenwood is hospitalized. Former Iowa football star Brett Greenwood is in an Iowa hospital after collapsing during a workout at Pleasant Valley High School in Bettendorf, Iowa. Greenwood, who's 23, was a 4-year starter at Iowa.
Oh gosh, that's not good. These poor athletes, what they do to their bodies. I guess they deserve millions of dollars, right?
Jenny.
And it was just a brat saying that they don't.
Jenny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Give us the next one, Jenny.
Cowboys Ratcliffe gets extension. The Dallas Cowboys agreed to a 5-year extension with Pro Bowl nose tackle Jay Ratliff. He's 30 years old, to keep him through 2017.
Wow, talk about job security.
Yeah, heck yeah. In this economy, that's what he needed to hear. What? Why did you think that was funny?
Phoenix Suns president is leaving.
I know. I read this. I was actually kind of sad by this. I like this
Can
guy.
I read it?
Yes, go ahead.
Suns.
Golly, man. I'm bringing Starbucks next time.
Thank you. About time. Phoenix Suns president and chief executive Rick Wells, first openly gay senior executive in pro sports. He's leaving the team September 15th for personal reasons.
Yes. He said he was trying to have balance in his personal and professional lives. Very interesting.
Balance.
Balance. Everybody needs balance. It's very important. Balance is very important. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Blackhawks.
All right.
They acquired a Toews brother. Let's see if that's the proper way to say that. But Chicago acquired forward David Toews from the New York Islanders in exchange for the future considerations. Oh, they didn't even get anything for him. He's 21. He's the younger brother of the Blackhawks captain Jonathan Toews. Toews. I'm hoping that's the correct way to say that. Toews. I liked that better than
Toews.
Toews.
Yeah. Yeah. Anton wins at Vuelta. Did I get that? I got that.
Sure.
Vuelta?
You got it.
Igor Anton. Oh, God. Could you imagine?
Igor.
Well, honey, what should we name our beautiful baby?
Igor.
Igor. That's a beautiful name.
Never.
Yeah.
Poor
Well, maybe an Espana that is beautiful.
An Espana?
Go ahead and continue reading.
Igor Anton won the 19th stage of the Vuelta in Espana. Oh. Oh, well. Iga. Vuelta and Espana as the cycling classic returned to the Basque Country after a 33-year absence. He finished the 99-mile trek from Noja to Bilbao in 3 hours, 53 minutes, and 34 seconds. Juan Jose Cobo remained 13 seconds ahead of Christopher Froome in the overall lead. Also, Philippe Gilbert won the Grand Prix Cycliste de Quebec City, Quebec.
Congratulations.
Yes, very well done.
So the Dallas Mavericks star Dirk Nowitzki made 4 free throws in the last 19 seconds as Germany beat Turkey 73-67 to stay alive at the European Championship in Lithuania. Defending champion Spain reached the quarterfinals, routing Serbia 84-59. behind brothers Pau and Marc Gasol. Also, France defeated Lithuania 73-67 as Tony Parker scored 19. Very nice.
All right, Tony Parker.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really loud.
Do you know who Tony Parker is?
No.
Ava
Of course
Longoria,
I know
hello.
who he is.
I was like, let's see if Joshua knows.
Come on, even I know that one.
Okay, good. I'm just checking.
Are you?
Always.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your caring.
Just giving you sports balance, Josh. Just giving you sports balance.
So it's a beautiful Saturday here in Phoenix.
Yes, finally.
Yes.
Finally, we're under 100 degrees.
Are we?
Yes,
I don't know. It still feels like 100.
because it's like 97. But somehow, just 3 degrees under 100 makes me feel better. So,
Me too.
you know,
But you like the warmth.
I do. I don't like to be cold.
Warmth.
Anything under like I like how that. Anything under 70 is freezing
Yeah. No, not well for you. Not
for me.
Not for
Well, I
me.
grew up in Colorado. I shouldn't complain.
I
but
know. What is
I
your
don't know.
deal?
Well, I've been here 10 years now. It's
You're acclimated.
I'm acclimated. My blood has thinned.
Oh no.
I know. It's scary. No. I know. I was in Sedona for the weekend and I was freezing.
Sedona.
Sedona last weekend. Yeah.
What were you doing in Sedona? Was it a little mini vacation?
I wish. No, it was a hair show actually.
A hair show.
I went for a hair show. Yes, I am a hairstylist in my other life.
So what is the next big game you're gonna watch?
Well, let's see. Well, I'll watch everything. I watch all the games. You know, I do.
That was like
The most bland question you could get or answer. I'm sorry.
you reminded me of Sarah Palin, like identical.
Ew! Don't say that to me. That's like insulting. Ew!
The reporter's all, so what newspapers do you read? What magazines? She's all, oh yeah, I read all of them, you know.
I didn't
Russia from
say
my
it like
house.
that. Don't ever compare me to her. Ew.
What game are you gonna watch? Oh, you know, I watch all of them, you know. I do, I got the TiVo.
Really? What game are you going to watch this weekend, Josh?
I am going to watch, my DVR.
Think quick. Yes.
Yes.
Justin Bieber on your DVR.
No.
Show tunes.
No, who was
Glee?
Who was that?
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez, yeah. I got to the bottom of it.
Bottom of.
Well, I said I would. We wanted to know if he was gay or not because he had Justin Bieber show tunes.
Sure.
Well, I did some research.
Okay.
It appears that it is unconfirmed if he is gay or straight.
Well, it's unconfirmed. You didn't get any answers then.
Didn't get any what?
There was no answers there. What kind of research is that?
Well,
What, did you look up past
I-
relationships? He's had girlfriends or no?
No, it doesn't say. I can't find anything on this guy. It's like he doesn't exist other than...
Maybe he is. That would be cool. A gay, sorry to my best friend, but a gay NFL quarterback would be awesome.
Why are you sorry?
I'm sorry because she loves him and would hope that he wouldn't be, but
It was like the best thing in the world when Ricky Martin came out because my mom loved him.
yes.
And I was like,
Haha, you have to love me too now.
I was like, see?
Like you didn't know he was gay. I mean,
Well, I always hoped.
yeah.
I don't know. Now he just doesn't seem as, like, attractive.
Well, he's getting older,
Oh, is he?
right?
Okay, yeah.
Well, he has kids now too, right? I mean, I shouldn't say that. I hope that doesn't make you unattractive, but I think he's just kind of hidden himself out a little bit, and that's why he's not as attractive to you. He's not on the scene anymore.
Yep.
Wow, what does that look for?
What?
You gave me kind of like a weird look.
This week, I don't know if it's the UFOs that were flying over Phoenix this week or what, but something weird. I just don't feel like we're connecting, Jenny.
It's probably because I was crappy when we first started.
I think we should connect over the break and then
Okay.
come back with more.
That sounds great.
Okay. I'm totally playing.
I know.
Okay. All right. What I would advise, though, is to log on to CompeteRadio.com, where you can find news, information, hot topics, and more. Also, don't forget about our expo that's coming up. It's a huge thing. More information on the web. We'll talk about it a little more later. We'll be right back.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back. I'm your host, Josh Fourier, here with...
Jenny Conroy.
Hi, Jenny Conroy. I keep looking at your boobs. You know why?
Tell me,
the
please.
shirt you're wearing has words just right over... It's a black shirt.
Yes.
I'm describing this for our audience
Okay.
who's picturing you and what you're wearing and all that. It's a black shirt with nothing on it except across your boobs it says, stuff. Get into therapy?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Words of wisdom for us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
By Kevin Murphy. My favorite hair
I didn't
care
know
line.
if I could say that or not.
I don't know. Well, I guess I
No,
just
if
did.
it's okay by you.
Of course it is. Kevin Murphy would appreciate it. He's a hair care line.
Is he hot? He has to
He's
be.
older, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
if you like older men, he's hot.
Well, that's, I guess, an individual thing. What
Probably.
is older?
Well, he has gray hair. That makes him older. I don't know. He's gray all over. He does photo shoots for Vogue. I think they said out of like...
I love him already.
Yeah, exactly.
You said Vogue.
He's absolutely fantastic, so
Okay.
check out his line.
I feel like getting lubed up, Jenny, don't you?
Yeah, when Tom Brady says to, yeah.
And apparently he did.
He
Can you tell us about what happened?
Did, sure.
Yes.
Well, because on Sunday they are playing the Chargers, which everyone is trying to say is the potential AFC championship game. We keep hearing that repeatedly.
Yes.
Anyway. So, when asked about the importance of a boisterous crowd today for Sunday, the Patriots QB, Tom Brady, said, yeah, start drinking early. Get nice and rowdy. It's a 4:15 game. They'll have a lot of time to get lubed up. Come out here and cheer for the home team. Damn.
I know. If only.
If only. He was serious. Anyway, though smirking, he said what he meant and he meant what he said, but the team felt the need to sanitize those intentions with a comment of its own with their spokeswoman, Stacey James, shortly thereafter. She said the Patriots later clarified the drinking early remark on behalf of Brady, telling the assembled media he meant stay hydrated, drink a lot of water, be loud, and drink responsibly.
What a bunch of crap on a stick.
Thank you.
Come on.
I know. Yes. Okay, yes. You need proper hydration.
Who goes to a game and drinks water?
Yeah. Because it's only going to be a 66 degrees. Stay hydrated, Josh. It's hot out there.
Yes, I will.
What the heck?
Isn't beer is a little hydrating.
No.
Oh, come on.
But I'm sorry. If Tom Brady says get lubed up and get rowdy, okay.
He's not talking about water.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about water or beer, actually. But anyway.
Wrong kind of lube,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Who's my favorite quarterback? Do you know? And he's not even on my team.
Well, it would be Tom Brady, of course.
That's right, because my son's middle name, my last one is Brady.
That is obsessive.
I know, but, you know,
Now, what would you say if I had a daughter and I named her Madonna?
that would be awesome.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't make fun of me?
No. Why? I love Madonna.
Well, I'm expecting you to. You're mean about everything else today.
No, I'm not.
Hurt my heart.
I'm sorry.
She laughed.
I didn't hurt anything. I was sensitive, and I'm sorry. I started Josh on the wrong foot then today. So
No, you didn't. You really didn't. It was our producer, honestly. Total jerk. All day.
Oh, no.
You're just defending him because you want to get...
Excuse me.
All right, so, yeah, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yes. Anyways, get lubed up for Sunday's game. Absolutely. Start drinking early.
Are you getting lubed up? For Sunday's game?
Wow. Yes, absolutely. I go Patriots. I'm not a Chargers fan. I mean, well, I don't mind the Chargers. I just like Tom Brady. I like the Chargers.
All right.
But go Tom Brady.
All right. Huge deal. Before we go,
Yes, let's talk about this, please.
why?
Because I want to know. Inform me, please.
Well, okay.
Okay, please.
Sure.
Let's go.
I will.
All right.
Compete Sports Media is having a huge expo.
Yay.
The biggest event this company has ever done. And we've done some pretty large, successful events.
Nice.
It's also rumored that we might even get to meet the Ben Cohen.
Really?
It's practically confirmed.
Oh.
Yeah.
For real?
For real.
I'm going to be there then.
I know you are. Of course you are. Hello, Compete Radio.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, Jenny, it's been an interesting show.
It has. I hope we haven't offended anyone too greatly today.
No, everyone, you know what?
And if we have, please email us and let us know.
You're such a jerk. All right. Well, honestly, it is a show, and it's all about our opinions. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow. We'll see you next week.
Please support our advertisers and sponsors by telling them you heard their commercial on Compete Radio.
Log on to CompeteRadio.com.